Alright guys, so I'm here. As you see, I already prepped the mug. It's already prepped. And I put a piece of butcher paper on the bottom so it doesn't scuff up, and it can hit the metal piece down there. So if not, you want to close it, leave it so it doesn't, like it doesn't touch that. Or you get another trick, you can also put that in, and then it won't touch it as well. So you got that. But I put this there because I want to go all the way down. And you see I have my seam here, so I'm going to start it from here. And then, see, it's not tight. It has to be tight. So I'm going to use my silicone mat. You can use the silicone. I prefer to use like the silicone mat. This is a mat that I got off of Amazon. It was it was 2, and I got these because when I do my resin and epoxy. So you put it on that and it doesn't grip. So you definitely want to use the silicone mat, butcher paper, cardboard. People use it, but they because it's heat, so it burns. So it really I'm gonna put that there to give it that tight. I don't even need it all the way down, just enough. No, let me just enough. So I'm gonna put it there. Put it there. So you see, it's already snug. Now look, you see? It doesn't move, so it's locked. So when you turn it on, it's heat up, but it's not gonna show the 5 dots across when it heat up, because this is for a mug, not a tumbler, and they're gonna recognize that that's not what it's for. But it's heating up, it's a thing, and you're gonna rotate it 4 times. Okay, so like I was saying, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn it on. So I have it here. So I want to know exactly where, because remember, you're gonna turn it. I'm gonna turn it. Matter of fact, I'm just gonna wait until it heat up, and then it's already getting hot. You feel it? So I'm gonna put it here for a minute, like a minute, a second. I'm gonna turn it for another minute, 2 seconds. Then I'm gonna turn. So yeah. So that's how we're gonna do that. And then while that is doing, then we're gonna come back, and I'm gonna show y'all. We're gonna press. This is the image that I put on the mug. This is the image. So we're gonna do a mug. I'm gonna do a journey, and I'm gonna do some the eye mask, and a mouse pad, all with the same thing. This is all personalized for myself. Woola, more for myself. So yeah, guys. So that's what we're gonna do. So, and for the mix and the sake, so this video don't be long because this is a long process. So what we're gonna do is and then like I said, so also when you do all 4 sides, once this part, the bottom part is done, you have to flip it up and then do the others, and then you have to do this side. So yeah, so you're doing this and then this. Yeah, guys. I wonder, do I need to put some butcher paper on this part? No. It's just that because you want to cover the bottom on, because you see the metal piece there. So on here, from turning it and then from the heat, it scrapes the bottom. So that's why you want to put something. So like I said, if you didn't have that, you can use, this is a metal straw. You could use the metal straw, or they have like the metal spoon stir. You can use that. And you would just put that down there on there like that, and then set it there so that way it won't touch the bottom. So you can, that's one way of doing it. So yeah, there's multiple ways of doing it. Like I said, you just have to do your research. Everybody does their own research. Everybody does it different times. So you kind of have to freestyle it, freeboard it a little bit. And I'm not gonna lie, when you're doing it, it's going to take a couple of attempts before you get it right, unless you're doing it in a convenient oven, something like that, which is still, when it's your first time doing it, you still it's going to come out good. It's going to come out okay. But to get that perfect look that you want, that professional look, it's going to take a couple of attempts. So I advise you, when you do it, these are not cheap, but like I said, do it like personalized for you, your family, close friends that you could give them to, so that way they're not going to be 100% professional, but they're decent. And then that way, the more you keep doing it, so say if you're doing it for 3 or 4 family or close friends, do it as a gift. They got a birthday or something coming up, whatever, do it as a gift. You give it to them as a gift, your family members, give it to them, as a gift. But at the same time, you're getting practice, you're getting things. So you see, the green light is on, right? And normally, once you put your mug in, put it in, and you close it, the light goes across. But because of this, that it is going to recognize that it's not a mug, because remember, guys, this is a mug press. So you got to keep that in mind. So let me get this. I'm using my timer on the other phone because I'm going to do it for like for 1 minute 60 seconds. So I'm putting it in. You want a tight fit. You see what I say? The light went off. So let me start it. 60 seconds, which is 1 minute. So like I was telling you, is you see the light, and normally like I said, you're just gonna have this light, but it's okay. It's okay. It's still good. It's still working. So we're doing it, like I said, and we're gonna turn it. Because remember, you got to do it because here there is no pressure there. All right. So I'm just gonna lift it up. Ooh, that mat is hot. And we're going to do it for another 60 seconds. And like I said, guys, this part, what I'm going to do is after I do all 4, I'll be back when we're going to turn it up and do this side. Because it's a long process and yeah. Okay, we back. So it's hot. As you see, I got to use the oven mitt because I don't have no gloves. Feel free to send your girls some heat gloves. But so we back. So as you see, I took it out, and like I said, it's an easy process to do. It's just time consuming, and at the end it's all worth it. So here I'm just trying to take the tape off, and as you know, it's hot. Normally, don't try this at home, boys and girls. When it's hot, you let it sit and cool off. But because of the video purposes, and I had other things to do, so I wanted to get and show you, like, get the tape off and show you the image. And the only thing is, when you're doing a mug, a tumbler mug, you're gonna use a lot of tape, as you can see, because you want to get that image nice and tight. You want to tape down that seam line like I showed you earlier. You want to get that tape down, and then you're going to tape it across to make sure that it's pulled together. Because one thing for sure, when you're pressing mugs, whether it's a regular coffee mug or whatever, you definitely have to make sure that image is taped down good so you get a perfect image. There is something that's called ghosting. If your image is not taped down good, you will get like spots, like in certain areas where the paper wasn't taped down. You know, it wasn't taped down good. It wasn't taped down tight. That means it was, how would you say? I want to say air was able to get in it as it's pressing, and I'm not sure. I'm just making it up as I go, guys. But I do know you definitely need to make sure that it's taped down and it's nice and tight. It's pressed. There's no gap between the your mug, because it actually is. You don't want no air to get in it. So that's one of the reasons why you see at the bottom is tape. You want to get the bottom and the top, the rim. You want to make sure you get that taped around nice and tight as well, and pushed in so you don't get the ghosting. Yeah, I'm struggling trying to get this tape off. OMG. But that goes to show you, it's on you. A lot of times when it's hot, like a lot of times when you first see the bottom part is already, it been cooled off, because remember, guys, that was the first part I did, so that's why so when you see, it was more easy to get the top tape off because it was still hot. And you know, when the tape is hot, like, it's easy to remove it because it's still like really sticky. Once it cools off, you know, the tape not cooled off, so it's hard to peel. So that's why you see me, I'm struggling more with the bottom and the top. So the bottom piece you just see me tape, that was a piece of butcher tape that I taped at the bottom, because on the machine, as I showed you before, just in case you missed it and you didn't want to watch the whole video, you definitely want to put something on the bottom so you don't scrape up your cup, because it does scrape up. And it also like kind of like melt the I don't, the whatever that they spray the mugs with for the supplement on, it kind of like make it form. So that's where the metal straw comes in good. Or even better, get the flat metal stirring stick, and you will lay it like I'm doing right there. Lay it there, and then you'll put your cup on the bottom. So that way your cup is not touching the very bottom of the silver thing inside the mug, but it's still at the bottom. But because I put the butcher tape on it, I was able to lay my mug all the way down to the bottom, which is beautiful, because a lot of people, they don't do it or don't take the time to do it. So they will kind of bring the mug up, so a couple of I know I'm not gonna say inches, but bring it up a little bit from the plate so it doesn't touch. But to me, it makes it easier when you're able to put it all the way to the bottom. So there you have it. As you see, you know when your image come out good, because you see the paper is clear or your ink is gone. So that's a good thing. That's a blessing. I think it came out pretty good. And I just created that myself, freestyled it. I didn't know what I wanted on it. Only one thing that I did do was on the bottom part. That is my creation, La creation. And that's what I have on my tissue paper and things like that. So what happened was when I was doing it, I didn't line it up a little bit. So on some parts you can see like a little bit of design is like a little overlap, but you really can't tell. And it's my mug, so it doesn't matter. Like right there, you see they're too close, the two things right there at the bottom part. And I like the way that I lined up the top so it doesn't look like, with the seam. Because some people have like that seam and it's just like, oh, what is that? It came out pretty dope, guys. Leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think about it. Me, myself, I love it, love it, love it. Coffee, glitter, and lashes. That's all me, guys. That's all me. I love it, love it, love it. So now we're going to go ahead and press the next thing. So let's go ahead and get with it, guys.
Alright, guys.
So here,
like I said, I'm back. So
I'm
here
already cut it, and we about to prep it. And what we're about to do is
eye mask.
I'm
just gonna put that down there.
Place it back down. I have a piece of white paper on the mat. Well, it's not even a mat. It's a
I'm just gonna use a regular piece
like the pad that comes with the pressure.
You don't always have to use
the hand pressure.
You can use, if you got
and
copy
I'm going to cover it with another piece of white paper. And I'm only doing that because it's sublimation ink, and sublimation ink do bleed through.
So
only good thing is, for some reason, when you press and the CRICUT mug press,
you want the,
it doesn't bleed through like on the machine or the infusion ink. But if I do it this, when you're doing it like using the hand press or the press, the pressure, the heat press, it bleeds through. So you definitely have to protect your stuff with butcher paper, whatever.
Mouse pad.
And here I'm just using some plain white copy paper that works very well. And here is my journey, the journey that I'm about to make, and I'm showing you. I'm gonna press that as well, and after we press everything, get everything pressed, and as you see, I just want to like line it up and get it cut. I'm gonna I just want to line it up, things like that, and then we're gonna after everything is fully pressed, then we'll come back and see how everything turned out. So now I'm just looking for the tape. And I can't find the tape. I'm looking, I'm moving it all around, I'm moving everything, because I just had the tape and I really can't find it. Guys, like I really can't find the tape. So I'm not going to tell you where the tape was at, because you're going to be like, really? Like, really?
Honestly, guys, sorry.
So I can't find the tape.
What I did with the tape.
I just wanted to get a tape so I could just do everything in a one whoop. Like you just want to do everything in a one set. So we always remember, most time when you supplement, see where the tape was at? Most time when you supplementing, everything is going to be on 400 degrees for like 60 seconds. Sometimes it varies between 385 to 400. So that's a big difference compared to when you're using HTV. Because a lot of HTV, you can press those from like 270, like 275 to 3 something.
This is the CRICUT.
Well, with sublimation, you need that heat. The heat is what activates the ink. And as you see, when you first print
I don't know if it's a CRICUT Easy Press.
You have
because this one is
what would I say?
It has the
the ink. It looked dull. It looked like where's the color until the heat hit it.
That you can plug
so
in.
With these machines, what I love about the machines, they always have like the little UBS spot where you can plug your stuff at.
60 seconds.
Yeah, the UBS.
400 degrees.
Sorry, am I saying that right? No, USB. You hear me? UBS.
Which is, UBS. I think it's
Wow.
I don't know if it's 12 by 12
USB.
or something. I don't know.
Lord,
It's the next size one.
don't quote me on that. Yeah, USB.
You gotta put that
You
back
need
on the
what is US? I don't know what I was saying. But anyway, so we press
and
and
as you can
you
see,
can see the image
we're
through
gonna let
the
it cool
paper. That's
so
how you know it's done. And you see where I messed up my mat from not covering it. I was doing something, I didn't cover it, and the ink bled. Because like I said, the ink bleeds through. I was doing something, I was rushing, and I forgot to cover it, and that's what happened. So yeah, guys, make sure you always cover. Put a piece of butcher paper down on your mat when you're pressing, and then make sure you always put another piece of butcher paper on top of your item. Butcher paper or some type. They say don't use parchment paper because it has wax. I never used it, so I don't know. I heard a lot of people say you can use it. Me myself, I don't know. I never used it, so I'm not gonna tell you to use something that I haven't used. Do it on your own will. Just do your own research, as I always say. But yeah, so here, now I'm pressing the mouse pad, and the mouse pad is pretty big. So what I'm doing is I'm gonna press,
like I said, a nice little firm
this side, and then once it's finished, when it beats for the 60 seconds, I'm gonna lift it up and pull it over and get the other end. It's just a tiny little piece that is not fitting on. Yeah, girl. I'm working on a bigger one. I just be forgetting to order it, but I'm gonna order one probably this week. I want the big one. I know you're probably like, well, why you just don't get and get the regular heat press? It's because the regular heat press, I don't like I have I have a store inside my
give it a nice look.
My work area. It's a store. When I say I got everything from A to Z, I have a store. So yeah. So to get a heat press, that's not. I'm not really gonna rush to get that yet. So I'm just gonna get and get the next one, which is the big hand press like this, which it press the same size as the heat press. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that one. So then I have both. So that's what I'm doing. So like I said, and when you're pressing, it's like when you first doing it, you want to put it on, and you want to leave it. You don't want to move it, slide it, and all that. Like, you know how like normally you can slide it around, especially you're doing like the heat transfer vinyl and stuff like that. With these, you kind of just want to put it down in one spot, put a little firm press, and let it press for the 60 seconds. Then lift it up and move it to the other side if you have to do another side. If you're doing 2 sides, 3 sides, however. You don't want to slide it because you don't want to take chances and get in ghosts, like as they call ghosting spots on your thing. So that's another thing why, as you seen, even though I had the image taped down on the mask, the eye mask, I had it also taped down to the paper, so that way it's really hot, guys. It's hot. But I had it taped down so that way I didn't it doesn't move or slide. Like with this, I just had the picture taped down on it. But
it's so hot, guys.
Sometimes being that I knew that I was gonna have to do 2 press on it, so I should have like kind of taped it down to the paper or to the mat, but I didn't. So yeah. But anyway, it don't matter. So now we're gonna what I'm doing here is it's the journey. So I'm gonna tape down the board to the picture, the image to the board, and then I'm gonna go back and trim
that purple. I could have just left the
last, I
purple, but I
really
didn't want
don't
to
care for,
chance
like I
it
was telling y'all
when I was
earlier.
pressing, and
The
then
last, I don't care for because
that purple
they're
get
not
embedded
what I
into
thought
my
they was.
mat or
So
whatever.
when you're ordering stuff, you
Even
have to
though
be
I'm
careful
using another
on the
sheet to
things
cover
that
it,
you're
but
ordering, guys.
I don't want to. I wanted to put my journey in the middle of it,
So when you ordering
of
things,
the two sheets.
be
You know what I'm saying? I
mindful
didn't want to have it at
and
the
careful what you
like
order.
where it just actually fit
Just put it like that.
the
Just be
paper, and
mindful.
then I have to worry about if it move, that purple gonna get on my mat, because like I said, when you pressing,
just be mindful
it
and
activates
careful.
that
That's all I can
it
just say,
activates
guys.
the color. So you have to
I'm
be
just gonna cut
careful.
that off.
So that's why you definitely always want to cover your your mat with some butcher paper or Teflon sheet, copy paper, whichever what you choose to use. You definitely want to cover it so it don't bleed through. And if you're doing like, I recommend, if you're doing like light color shirts and
Just
things
gonna
like
cut that
that,
off.
put a piece of paper, butcher paper or Teflon sheets inside the shirt, just in case, especially if you're not doing front and back, just in case, so it don't, take a chance it don't bleed through, because it's white. Even though everything you're doing with sublimation should be polyester, guys, not cotton. Polyester. If you're gonna do something that's cotton, is levels to this thing. It's levels. You can do it, but it's levels. You cannot supplement on dark colors. You cannot supplement on dark colors. One, it's gonna come. You'll be able to do it. The image is gonna be dark, but when you wash it,
everything is covered.
on when you wash them cottons, it's gonna fade out. So do not do cotton sublimation, and then you want to do dark colors. You have to do layers. You have to get some HTV vinyl, some white HTV vinyl. Is levels to this, guys. There's levels to it. Promise you.
This is so dope.
Yeah, see, I'm showing you. I'm so
this is so
happy
dope
with my outcome of my cup. I love it, love it, love it. I'm not gonna do no more cups for myself, because I can only drink out of one cup, and I got like 3, 4, 5 cups. That's personally that I switch up. I do switch up, but I think I probably have this one right here for a minute, because you always want to rock your brand. You are your brand. You are your billboard. You're a walking billboard. So you have to rock your brand. You have to promote your stuff. You have to promote your stuff. So that's why you always see, other YouTubers and people with small business always got their shirts on, masks, hats,
all right, guys.
Whatever you name it, they do it. So with me, that's what I do.
Everything.
And what I'm going to do,
I'm going to turn this off. So that's
I'm
off.
going to make some keychains with my one side with my YouTube channel on it, and the other side with my business information on it. And I'm gonna just give them, just hand them out randomly, and I'm gonna do some phone grips as well.
We're gonna bring the
same
first
way,
thing, which is,
and I'm just gonna hand them out.
And guys, it's still
so as
hot.
you see, we doing the reveal. I did do the reveal. I was talking too much, so that's the face mask. Only thing that I didn't like, you see on right there, the white part on the corner. I just didn't like that, guys. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. And what happened was, I didn't notice on the image in that part. I didn't realize that it was white. So that's why it's nothing there. So I didn't realize that. And I'm like, oh. So I, as I'm looking, I'm like, wait, why that part didn't do it? And I had the whole thing covered. And then that's when I noticed the light bulb hit, and it's like, oh, okay, duh. So just because I didn't want that, remember the piece that I cut off from the journey, when I pressed the journey,
it's just like
the journal book. You gave me the journal book. I
Still hot.
took part of that little purple, and I just put it over on it, and I had already turned it because I thought I was done, so I turned the heat press off. It was turned off,
I don't care.
but
Like, I don't even care.
I had to go back and turn it back on while I do this. And it's just like, oh,
because
never ending. Like, really?
Because on
So,
here, I didn't realize,
and
like,
you see,
right
that's
there
why I
was
noticed
white, so
there was
really
no
wasn't
color
nothing
at
there,
that
no
part.
color there.
So that's why
I didn't even
it
pay
was
attention
still
to
white.
that. So
I'm like, oh,
it
man.
left that part.
Even though
Yeah,
it was
that part.
cool, but I wanted color. I don't
So
know
I didn't
about
even
you
pay attention
guys.
to that part,
Y'all leave
guys.
your comments down below. Let me know
My
what y'all
bad,
think.
my mistake, my
And if
fault.
you're watching this as a replay,
And
make
what
sure
I
y'all
just
leave
used
your
there,
comments
that's
down below. Make sure
a
you give this
piece
video
of
a thumbs up.
infusion
Because your girl
sheet.
working hard. Your
That's a
girl
piece
working
of
hard
infusion
trying to
sheet.
put her
So
brand
actually,
out there,
that's what
guys.
I'm going to show
I'm
you
trying
what
to put it
did
out there.
for my mouse pad.
So make sure y'all, if you're watching a replay, make sure y'all give this video a thumbs up and leave your comments down below.
Let me see.
And let me know what
Did
y'all
it work,
think
guys?
of how
Did it
everything
work?
came out.
Yeah,
Is
it
it something
worked.
different you would
Okay,
have
so
done? Things like that.
As long as
So
it
y'all let
took
me
that
know.
white out, I don't
So
care.
yeah, I just
I
added
just
that
didn't want
purple.
that white.
It is what it
I
is.
already got
It's
it
for me
there.
to sleep in. Who's
So
gonna
now I can
see
take
it?
it back.
Nobody.
For real.
So that was that.
Alright. So
And
I just want to straighten up a little bit.
I'm just trying to move some of the stuff out of the way.
Okay,
You
so I'm
know,
gonna show you
as you
I'm
go,
talking
you want to
about
like
when
kind of move the stuff, clean up your area as
So
you go. It's the
that's
same
that.
as when you're doing dishes and you're cooking. You know, when
So
you
here's the
cooking, you
mouse pad
wash dishes as you cook.
that the
Same
mouse
thing.
pad
You want
is
to
nice and cool.
move and clean the
It's
stuff
hot.
as you doing it to get the stuff out your way. So now we about to reveal how the mat came out.
You see,
That's the mouse pad.
it could have
As
pressed
you see,
more.
all the
Anytime
ink.
you could still
It could
see
have
that
pressed
nice and
probably
strong,
longer
but it's
because you
still
could
good.
on the cancer girl. It could have pressed a little bit longer, I feel, but it still came out pretty. And
So
see what
here's
I
the
was telling you
mouse pad,
about when I
guys.
tell you, like, once the heat hit
do you
it,
think?
it pops. The color is so bright.
Right here
Look
at the
that.
corner, I could
Right
have
there
pulled
where
it
I'm
up a little
showing
bit more.
you,
But
it's
what
a
did
little
this
bit.
is
It could.
sublimation
I
and
missed the spot
infusion
where I
mixed.
could have brought
So
the
the
color
picture
up a
itself,
little
I
bit
made it
more.
sublimation,
But
and I outlined it.
other than that, I love
cut
it.
out.
I'm taking it to work, and
This
I'll be
is
using that. You
sublimation
see?
sheet
Now
right here.
look at the
And what I
difference.
did was, as
Just
you can see, I
before
cut it
the heat
out
hit it,
to
and that's
get the
after the heat hit it.
outskirt of the
You
picture.
see that?
So it gives you that.
That's crazy, right?
And this is,
I
see what I tell
know,
you?
I
Now look at
know.
the difference. Look at the color, guys.
Before
This is how it
and
looks before you
after.
put it, before the heat
Look at the
hits it, and
color.
then once the heat hit
Before
it, you
and
see how the heat
after.
make the color
That's what I
pop?
was
Look
telling
how
you.
bright that is.
When you print, when you're dealing with that
So,
sheet
yeah,
is
guys,
infusion, and the picture
yeah,
is
so there you have it.
sublimation ink. So it's two different inks, but it's kind of the same.
That, and now
So
we're gonna wait.
Yeah, you know. So that's about
For the journal.
pretty much how it goes.
So
And
we're
as I
gonna
was
see
telling
how
you,
this
when you
came
do
out.
it really once the heat hit it, it really like pops. So that's the book, and we're gonna see how this came out.
Wow.
Okay.
You see?
So there we have it.
Yeah, you can see.
Can you see the
could have
difference
been.
between the
Oh, that's
mat
cool.
and the
Like I said, it's for me. Look at that.
and the
Do you see that, guys?
the mouse
Do you see
pad
that?
where it says business, small business babe, and on the cup you notice where the babe is more blue. You can
So
see
we're
the
gonna go ahead
blue
and put this
prepared
together.
on the thing. I don't know
Set
why.
this to the side.
I don't know. That's why I said I think I could have pressed a little bit longer, put more heat on that
set
when
that
I
to the
pressed the
side.
mouse pad. But anyway, it's cool. It's cool. So now you're just gonna I just gotta put it together now. Once your image is on, then you just gotta put your mat together. And the mat is super easy to put together. Everything it comes with everything. Those are two sheets that has the sticker, which is
And I'm assuming.
and then that's the piece that they give you. You can put it, you can use it or not. I decided not
So
to
you
use
need
it because I didn't like it when when you go to close it. I didn't like the way it was like it's not gonna close. It gave it that feeling like, you know, when you have like a hardcover book, and I didn't want my journal to be like a hardcover book, even though it kinda is, but I wanted to be, you know, like a little bit more flexible, a little bit more bendable, if you get what I'm saying. You see how it gives it that hard, like, I didn't want that. So I was just, you know, you just have to figure out what you want and what you don't want with it.
Do I gotta glue
I didn't like it, so as you see, I moved it, and I'm trying to figure it out. So there you have to like line it up and things like that.
I think I gotta glue that part
So that's
myself,
what I was trying to do, and it was just like, oh my God, and we gonna ever get this together? Are we? So sorry guys. So I had to figure it out. I had to stop for a second, come back, think it over, do a little more research, regroup it. I figured it out. So now I had the 2 sheets. Those are my on paper. I went and got my adhesive glue because I was like, we not playing this today. We gonna get this together. So I thought I was gonna have to use my glue for it, but I didn't. It worked. So what you're gonna do is the string, you want to make sure you want to pull that out and leave it out. You're going to line your book once again into the place where you want it. You're going to line it. So you see, you want to line it as best as possible, you know, because once it's down, it's down. Once it's down, guys. So you definitely want to line it up as close as you can get it. As close as you can get it, that's what you want to do. As close as you can get it. So like I said, I have the paper on it already. So now I'm just pressing, giving it a nice hard press, and I'm just rubbing it. I kind of don't want to rub it too hard, get my fingerprints all over the doggone thing. So normally you would take a piece of paper towel. You know, you don't have to. You can just do your hand and always wipe it down. But that's what I would do. And as you see, it's on there. You can't take it back because it's stuck. And as you see, I was off a little bit on this one. But hey, it's cool. So like I said, I was figuring it out. So now I want to come back and show you guys like how to actually do this side with you step by step. So I'm trying to keep it in the camera frame, but it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard, guys. It's kind of hard. But anyway, so far everything that y'all have seen in this video, did you like it? Tell me, how did you feel about it? Tell me, what did you like? What you didn't like? What you think could have been done better? Give me your opinions. Leave them down in the comments below. So now, that's one side. Remind you, that's a double adhesive tape. So, like I said, leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think I could have done better and things like that. All advice is welcome. I want to hear from everybody. I want to hear your opinion, your thoughts on everything. So all advice is welcome, and I appreciate you guys. So I just want to show y'all so you can see the both sides of it. You see? So what I'm going to do is turn it so y'all can see a little bit. So now I'm going to put it at the edge. I'm trying to make sure I get it as correct and even as I can. Because once it's down, that's it. Once it's down, it's down. And as you see at the little corner, I left a little bit pill so it'd be easy for me to pull it. But what happened was, because of the way the adhesive sheet is, it kind of bent a little bit. So I'm trying to fumble with it to straighten it back out. And it's a little hard. So that's where I told you a little while ago, I went and got my glue, and I'm like, okay, we gonna make this work. So I couldn't get it all the way, but I got it out enough. It was still bent, but hey, it's always a will. It's a way. As long as it's a way, it's always a will. So what I did was my glue that I got, and guys, this glue right here is excellent. I got it from the Dollar Tree, which is, at the time it was $1. Now it's $1.25. But when I got it, I always, when you see stuff, get more than one. And I got a couple of these, and it really works. That's adhesive glue. It works, guys. I actually did a different journey with it, and that's the spray glue. I got a couple of cans of those. I've been using this from the Dollar Tree for a while. They don't even have it a lot. You hardly see it. You will find that in like the school supply area. So I'm just putting a little bit on that corner where I told you the tape didn't I kind of bent it. So yeah, I just want to put a little bit just on that corner piece where the tape what you call them. So now that it's there, you see it's on there, it's nice, it's straight as I can get it, and then all you gotta do is close it. Once again, put a little bit of pressure on it, press down. You gotta put that little bit of pressure, press down, and there you have it. Now you have your personalized journal. You got a personalized journal. How cool is that? And you can put whatever you want on it, any image you want, or you can put whatever you want. The sky's the limit when it comes to sublimation. So there you have it. Like I said, I decided to make a set for myself. What a great way to treat yourself, right? So I made this for myself. I made me a book, a mouse pad, and an iPad. Everything in the iPad, everything I will be using basically like daily, including the eye mask. The eye mask I use it at home. I have just a plain black one that I wanted to do something to, but is polyester, so you can't be like I was telling you, you can't supplement on polyester, so that's why I didn't never do nothing on it, and I wasn't about to go through all that. Them other layers I told you is layers to if you want to supplement on black when it comes to that. So I was just like, nope, no ma'am. So everything else I'll be using the mouse pad. I will take to work and I'll keep that at my desk because I'll be using that daily. And then my book, like I was saying, my book, I keep the book on me because I love using writing down everything. That's the key. Always write down your stuff, guys. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I love what I do, and I think everything came out so nice. I'm just showing y'all the end result. Like, it really came out nice. I'm happy and I'm proud with myself how this came out. Like I said, I made this for myself. It was super easy, very, very easy to do. So if you're thinking about making one, go ahead and do it. If you have a CRICUT machine or you have a regular mug press, go ahead and do one. It's super easy and it's super cute. And I just love it, guys. Like, I love it. And like I said, thank you for rocking with your girl. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Y'all make sure you leave your comments down below and let me know what y'all think about everything. I appreciate y'all. If you're catching up, I love y'all too. Later, guys.